are the banks of the Delaware. That's the Glen Foerd mansion. I'm going to take a tour of that at 11 o'clock. Now listen, I was going to keep this top secret, but then I realized I'm being a dick. So I'm going to let you guys know about this. The Free Library of Philadelphia. So if you live in the city of Philadelphia, the Free Library has this thing now. It's called the Experience Pass. You can get free tickets to a lot of museums. It's probably like 10 museums. This is one of them. The Academy of Natural Sciences was the one I did earlier this week. I'm doing the Magic Garden on South Street next Sunday. So I was like, you know, if I tell it people, so many people will go to it, I'll never get into the museums. And then I realized there's only like 17 of yous. So why not? Early Christmas gift. And also this week I'm going to be doing out of the box Christmas gifts. Get Christmas gifts that I'm buying for my own family that I think you should maybe think about getting for your family. Little outside the box Christmas gifts. But here it is, Glen Foerd on the Delaware. Here we go. This museum or mansion is not just like, they don't just talk about the mansion and the furniture. They talk about the people who used to live here. This is Robert Forder, and this was his desk, and he got famous. He found out a way to make leather out of not leather, but with chemicals and a little bit of leather. And he had a factory, and he made these little factory where a tanning leather company. That was his actual desk. Look at this. Down here. This is awesome. This is where the guys would go. Your friends would come off the boat at the Delaware River, and you come in here and look at this. The ultimate man cave. You just sit down here with cigars. You talk about your tanning company in Tarsdale. This is great. Look at this. One family that lived here, this is how they used to do it. In the morning, they would have breakfast in this little section, looking out at the Delaware River. And then they would have lunch in this section of the dining room. This is where they would lunch. And then they would have dinner in this section. And these little buttons here, this is for like, if you want to call the butler over to you without saying, hey Jeeves, get over here. You were an employee of this place, you were not allowed to walk on the carpet. You had to walk on the side. And out of respect to the employees that work here, I'm going to walk on the side. Oh, look. This could be the biggest pipe organ, residential pipe organ in the world. Definitely the United States. But look at this pipe organ. Now the organ is the thing that plays. The pipes are the instrument. Wonderful art gallery inside. Now they lost paperwork over time, so they can't say this is a Monet, but the frame says Monet, and I think that looks like a Monet. And then the last person that lived in this building, this is where they would watch TV. In this room with all this art, with this beautiful sunlight. And that's a Rembrandt. And I'm not sure if it's a Rembrandt or somebody who studied under Rembrandt, but it looks like a Rembrandt. I don't know. Very cool. The pipe working, man, isn't that awesome? And this was the woman's study, or the ladies would gather. And every family that lived here has an interesting story. These children were adopted, but were they adopted? Sort of, kind of. You got to come here and take the tour. The woman who gave us the tour was so knowledgeable. And this is one of the bedrooms. This is one of the call boxes they would use to, yo, I got a powder in my nose. Get me some powder. Oh, I told her I'd be 3 minutes. It's been 5. Very cool. Very nice. Oh, this is if you worked here, you weren't really supposed to take these steps. You're supposed to take these steps. This is how, I used to be able. That's how much of the steps that I take up. So if you have something, very cool. And you could rent this space for a bridal shower. Uh-oh. Look at this view. Could you imagine living here? All right, let me, so that's it. I'm gonna have a link in the description below for this, the Glen Foerd, and for the experience pass. And I tell you, I think you should do it. What else are you doing on Sundays before the Eagles play? Come here, check it out, learn a little bit about the Philadelphia history and the people that lived here. From the steps of a mansion. Toodles.